a life-saving experience on JetBlue Flight 1721. Hey everyone, today I can't wait to share an incredible story that unfolded on JetBlue Flight 1721. Picture this. It's a regular day, and a flight is taking off for Jamaica, full of passengers excited for their vacation. Among them is an older woman who suddenly finds herself in serious trouble. She begins to have difficulty breathing just about 20 minutes after takeoff. What happened next is nothing short of remarkable. As the flight cruised through the sky, the atmosphere in the cabin was cheerful. Passengers were chatting, and many were already imagining their time in sunny Jamaica. But then the mood shifted. An elderly woman began to struggle with her breathing, and panic set in. No one wants to see someone in distress, especially at 30,000 feet. A nurse sitting nearby sprang into action. She rushed to the woman's side, trying her best to help. She checked her pulse, asked her some questions, and attempted to offer comforting words. But the situation grew worse, and it wasn't long before Matthew, one of John's partners, realized just how serious it had become. The nurse's efforts were commendable, but the woman was fading fast. Seeing how dire the circumstances were, Matthew jumped up and quickly got John's attention. At that moment, it became clear. The woman had completely stopped breathing. Heart racing, Matthew recognized the urgency. That's when he and John sprang into action, a duo experienced in saving lives. They worked together swiftly to use the airplane's emergency equipment, including oxygen tanks and airbags, transforming the tight aisle of the plane into an improvised life-saving area. They did their best to keep her alive with oxygen for 45 long minutes. During this time, the plane was rerouted back for an emergency landing in Fort Lauderdale as they communicated their recommendations to the crew. Watching my husband and his friend take charge was a mix of emotions, scary, yes, but also incredibly amazing. They are first responders in their everyday lives, but seeing their skills applied in such a critical situation hit differently. I was holding my breath, hoping each moment they spent working on the woman would lead to recovery. What struck me most was the atmosphere on the planet, the palpable sense of concern from everyone around us. I could hear whispers of prayers and encouragement that surrounded Matthew and John, coming from fellow passengers. It really made me reflect on the situation. In the end, we are all just people. When someone's life is on the line, we have this remarkable ability to come together, supporting one another because life matters to all of us. It might have started as strangers on a flight, but in that moment of crisis, we became a community. As the plane made its way back down, I couldn't help but think about the impact we can have on one another, even in the most unexpected places. Whether it's someone in need of a helping hand or a familiar face, the smallest actions can save lives. We often forget how precious life is and how connected we are, even when surrounded by strangers. Once the plane touched down in Fort Lauderdale, emergency services were waiting on the tarmac. They rushed on board, taking over where Matthew and John had left off. Watching that transition was a sigh of relief for all of us. The tension in the cabin eased as the emergency team took the woman away to the hospital. We all could only hope that she was going to be okay. This experience really left a mark on me. It reminded me that there are heroes among us, often in plain sight. Not every hero wears a cape. Sometimes they're just ordinary people who jump in when the moment calls for it. So as I close this story, I just want to underscore the importance of looking out for one another. Life is unpredictable, and you never know when your actions could really make a difference. Have you ever been in a situation where someone needed help? How did it change you? Hit that subscribe button for more stories that highlight the everyday heroes in our lives, and thank